past the 20, called it the 21.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About 6 up to the 27-yard line.
By them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a blitz, a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have
2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Point after.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the ball for a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down now. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. to gain here is the 37 on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass, there he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
The kick is...
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Malik Harrison in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Now Jackson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Right back to Dobbins on first. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Chiefs 21, Ravens 7.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Jackson, that throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Kansas City.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and then decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Justin Tucker lining
And
up.
correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Jackson to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it.
Number 8, Lamar.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it, because nowadays you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First down, Chiefs.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the first down.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he stopped immediately there.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They run. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here's Hill on the return. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They go play fake. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the...
Watkins is a former first-round pick during Kansas City's run to the game and a 98-yard receiving game. Talking about possibly stepping away and getting some time in the offense. In their lineup and in their fold.
He's tackled at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Pickup. It's second.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day. It's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
A gain of 8 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. First catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The leading rusher for last year's national champs, LSU, it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 6 yards there. First down, KC.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 24-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points
big time.
22-yard line.
behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
44-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
21.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The busy night continues for Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 1 yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Intercepted. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Hey. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Run. Mike, 53. 53.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he comes back with one complete.
Jackson's pass.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Again, Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. Open man Boykin. He's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Miles Boykin. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
First down.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 11. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Kansas City.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Mahomes to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
39-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
10 at their own 47-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
A loss of a yard. Brings up.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they suffered defeat for...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me.